Man, this week's just full of old school bands making a comeback. So, obviously, if you can't tell, I'm filming this right after we did Blink 182. If you guys want to see that video, that'll be up here. But man, Stained. Stained is now out with a new album. They teased a single over a month ago, and then they had another one just like 2 weeks ago almost. And now the entire album is out. Now, I had no inkling that this was happening. None. So I actually haven't even heard either the new song that came out a month ago, the new song that came out almost 2 weeks ago, and I have not heard the song that we're listening to today. I have been in the dark entirely, which honestly is both good and bad for me, I guess. I love Stained. I grew up listening to Stained. My mom actually made me a rock ballads CD when I was a kid, when I was like 10 or 11. And I used to play that all the time because it had bands like Three Doors Down, Stained, Nickelback. It had a couple of other ones as well. It's like Saliva, some Disturbed, I think. And I know what you're thinking. Those aren't all rock ballads. My mom had no idea what else to call it. So, but Stained was one of my favorites. And I still love Aaron Lewis as a vocalist. He's one of my biggest influences when it comes to my emotional, clean side of my vocals compared to, people like, God, who was I thinking of? Randy Blythe and, Danny Warschnott for my unclean vocals or gutturals and screams. So enough talking. I know I'm getting off track, but let's get to this video. This is Stained's Cycle of Hurting. Okay. Was not planning on it being more rock style.
I think I used to pray. I thought it would save me from my hell, but when they never say nobody's God ever saves you from yourself, and all my faults are all my faults, and I just want to feel it
Oh! It's been a while since I've heard this.
Can I face what's under the surface when nothing is working? How can I break away from the burden, the cycle of hurting?
Ugh, that was awesome. Like, God, it's so, I don't know. I guess I was expecting more of the old ballads type stuff, and this is more than welcome, obviously. But I was expecting the ballads, outside, or I wasn't expecting this kind of music from him, I guess, because it's not what I grew up with. My mom didn't like songs like Mud Shovel, or she didn't mind It's Been a While, but she didn't like the super grovelly stuff that he did. She's more of the clean singing kind of person. But this was awesome. It's been a long time since I've heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aaron Lewis is still the vocalist of Stained. I would hope so. It's his band. But it's been a while since I've heard Aaron's um, um, guttural kind of stuff. He did it live forever ago when he was doing an acoustic session, and he was performing It's Been a While. And there was another session too. I think he did it as well, and I don't remember what song though. But it definitely sounds like a way more modern take on what Stained was back 10, 15 years ago. And it's crazy that because like if you would have told me Stained would release an album a couple of years ago, and you would have said, hey, wait till 2023, Stained's gonna be releasing an album, I would have been like, dude, you're fucking insane. Aaron Lewis has got a successful country career, and there hasn't really been any talk from them. So it's kind of a surprise to me seeing all this kind of stuff coming out with Stained and a whole new album. And I don't know if they're going to tour again or not. I think Aaron Lewis has talked about that in the past, that he didn't really care to tour the way he used to, I believe. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But this was awesome. Like, this song was pretty badass. Like, that Cycle of Hurting, just Cycle of Hurting. But it's Aaron Lewis's vocals, and that's what makes this band the band. Man, this is really cool. I'm excited to listen to the rest of the album. If you guys want to see an album review of Stained by yours truly, then let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow, do what you want to do. I would love to go through this entire album, talk it over song by song, and tell you what I think. So, but as always, thank you guys for watching, and rock on. Bye!